Hi, my name's Kasia Bull and I'm the Franchise Marketing Manager for Driver Hire, and today we're going to interview Lee Devenish, who's our Area Development Manager for the South East region. Hi Lee.
Hiya.
Thanks for today.
No problem.
So, just wondered really, what is your primary function, as it were, as an Area Development Manager for a new franchisee?
Well, it starts off with Foundation, which is our 2-week residential training programme that we offer all new franchisees as they come into the business. The ADM role in that for me and the guys that I work with is to deliver set modules, things like sales training, candidate management, and all the sort of legislation and guiding principles that goes with it. So they get that 2-week training programme, which we're very much a part of. And then from that, it's taken into the field, and we do something that's called a Franchise Support Programme. That Franchise Support Programme is like a 6-month, very configurable programme for each franchisee, and we set it up dependent, of course, on their backgrounds and what they want, what their strengths and weaknesses are. So if someone's come in and they've got a very good business background, then we won't focus so much maybe on the back office side of things, but we'll very much do sales training as a lead on from what we've done in Foundation. Once they've done that, then they get signed off and recognised in front of their peers as completing that training.
Fantastic, sounds really good. Rightly, so we've talked a little bit about the Foundation programme, the 2-week training which
Sure.
driver hire franchisees embark upon.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about the so when they finish their Franchisee Support Programme,
Yep.
so when they've maybe about 6 months in, what happens when we've signed them off, as it were?
Okay, well, yeah, as I said, we do sign them off. I think that's really important that the peers in the network, especially in the region that they work within, that they see that they've finished that training, if you like, and they're now a fully competent franchisee, if that's what you want to use. But really, the next stage of their journey is to work with myself or one of my colleagues if it's not in the southeast. And we set a programme out of continuing on from Foundation to the Franchise Support Programme, and then really as they start to get to grips with their business and they want to develop it and what they want to focus on. So as an ADM we could be going in and doing lots of sales training with them if that's where they feel an area is required of training, but not just them, their staff as well. So it's very important for us as ADMs to get involved with how the whole office runs, not just the franchisee, so we can give support to every member of the team. And that includes building customer relationships, it might be coaching and mentoring, and the great thing is we can do the two in one go. So we can take a member of staff out or the franchisee and we can help them to win business whilst also training them in the sort of finer arts of sales, if you like. And the other side of things really is the operational side of things. So we might sit and set and then monitor KPIs for them so they understand what they need to achieve or how they need to achieve it, and look at forecasting for their business so that they know what they want to get to in the next sort of 3, 6, 9 months, whatever their sort of pivotal periods are, and then look at sort of strategy meetings, so an overall view of their business and where they want the help. And I think it's also important to say that we're also a conduit or a go-between, if you like, between them and the franchisor or driver hire head office and you guys and everybody else that works within all the different teams, and we can go out and deliver those good news stories or deal with issues if they've got any, and also between them and their neighbours as well. So and to help sort of cultivate those relationships between the sites that work closely.
Brilliant, because I suppose at Driver Hire we hold regular regional meetings, don't we? And you'll attend that, so that's part of the neighbouring office.
As an ADM we're responsible for running 4 of those a year, and the franchisees, it's their meeting, it's not ours, it's theirs. It's a forum for them to understand what's going on with the business, any new sort of innovation we have, but also for an opportunity for them to be able to share their good news or their concerns and get some feedback, not just from me but from their peers, their colleagues in the network. So it's very good.
Excellent. I think one example that I had from an existing franchisee was that he really found regional meetings useful because he found he was getting advice from people who are in the same business as him, but not directly competing with him. So therefore there was that good level of understanding. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've got 18, 19 offices in my area. They've all got different strengths, different weaknesses, and it's very much a culture that's encouraged to share those best practices with new franchisees coming in, and it just really helps to know that you're not out there on your own, and there are others that, as you said, are not competing against you. They actually want you to succeed. So yes, it's a really great thing that we have those meetings.
Brilliant. Okay. Can you give me a recent example of a new franchisee coming on board and you helping them with their journey to where they are now?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think one that probably comes to mind more than others is Gary Riches and his team at Colchester. Gary joined the business. He bought an existing franchise in Colchester from Phil. He joined the business in November 2012 and worked alongside the existing franchisee to understand a little bit about the business before he bought it, and then came on foundation in January 2013, did the 2-week course. Of course, after that his Franchisee Support Programme started, and I worked quite closely with him along with the other ADMs as well, actually, in making sure that he achieved what he wanted to achieve. He was signed off in July
from the Franchisee Support
Programme, yeah. That was he was presented with a certificate and a bottle of champagne at the regional meeting, which was great. I think he really quite enjoyed the attention that day. He's since gone on to grow that business. He's now got 100% growth year on year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's really it's down to Gary. It's down to his positive attitude around the business. But I believe that it's also down to that set training program that we have that ensures that we tick those boxes and we make sure that these guys get all the support they need.
So I suppose it's making sure there's no gaps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you can assume that people know everything there is to know, but the program itself is designed that it checks understanding and it rechecks understanding, so that we always have that level of confidence that we've gone through everything we want to with each individual franchisee, he's just won, actually last Friday, he's just won the Franchisee of the Year award from the Startups Awards. So it's just another tick in the box for Gary, if you like, of a really good first year.
So that's 100% year on year.
Yeah.
And an award to boot, all within 12 months.
Absolutely, all within 12 months. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Lee.
Thank
you
you
for your time.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've got a number of area development managers around the country who look after our franchisees, as it were. And obviously, if you've got any further questions, feel free to get in touch with myself, and I'm sure Lee would be happy to speak to any potential franchisees that we have. So,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Feel free to get in touch. Thank you.
Thanks.